Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and it is game day. Tennessee set to take on Kentucky. 7 p.m. kickoff, dark mode activated, top 25 matchup, and I get it. A lot of people are saying this is a trap game. Tennessee looking ahead to Kentucky next week. I just don't think so. I think Josh Heupel is going to have this football team dialed in, focused. You look at the pulse of the fan base as the week has played out. They've got more and more fired up. So many Kentucky fans pissed off at Tennessee fans on social media. It's a good time. They think this rivalry is alive, but it's not. It's convenient. I mean, you look at history. You know, Tennessee had the big streak, 26 straight games from 1985 to 2010. And then Kentucky fans always want to bring up, what have you done lately? Nobody wants to talk about history. Nobody wants to talk about tradition. They want to talk about the last 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, 7 years, 17 years, 19 years. Whatever benefits that program is the amount of time that they want to talk about. They never want to talk about history and tradition, and it's comical. But if you want to look at recent history, I mean, Kentucky, yeah, they had the big win in 2020 over Cornbread, 34-7. You know, it's Cornbread, of course. Congratulations. But outside of that, they've won a couple of times, 2011, 2017, by a field goal. That's it. They want to talk about the close game last year, but 2 of their 3 wins in recent history is by a field goal. Kentucky has beaten Tennessee 5 times in my entire life. So, yes, we are Kentucky's daddy. But Josh Heupel and his football team is going to be focused on tonight's game with a top 25 matchup. We're going to get into it, talk about kind of keys to the game, what Tennessee needs to do to take care of business tonight. But as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. So if you enjoy what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. We'll be live later tonight, an hour before kickoff. Talkin VAWLS Tailgate Show. Come hang out. The listeners get to come on the show with us, the members of the channel. Always a good time. Then we'll be live immediately following the game as well. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Talk about this matchup, Tennessee-Kentucky. Again, Tennessee favored by almost 2 touchdowns, favored by 12 right now. It's been up and down, 12, 12.5, 13, somewhere around in there. The ESPN FBI also has Tennessee as the heavy favorite at 82.9% to win the game. Now, all week long, I've talked about Tennessee going to come out and take care of business. Now, does that mean that it's a guaranteed win? No. Don't get my words twisted and make up a narrative just so you can come at me on Twitter, bro. I know you're listening. But for Tennessee to go win this football game tonight, what do they need to do? They just need to beat Tennessee. They just need to go out, play their game, and there's no way Kentucky's going to be able to keep up. I just don't see it. Tennessee number 1 in the country in yards per game at 571 yards per game. Also number 1 in the country in scoring offense, putting up over 50 points per game. And again, it's not like we've just played a couple of cupcakes and we're able to throw those numbers out there. We beat 4 top 25 teams sitting at 7-0 and still scoring 50 points per game. Now, people want to spin that and talk about Kentucky's defense, right? They want to talk about that scoring defense, 9th in the country, giving up only 16.4 points per game. Time of possession is a big part of that. That's what Stoops is going to want to do. He's going to come out tonight, control the ball, not let Tennessee on the field. That's fine. You had it all game last year. Tennessee still came out with the dub. That's what Josh Heupel is going to do. You try to control the clock. You try to milk the clock. And I talked about this, I think it was on the morning show with Gabe. If they do have success and they do control the clock, the middle 8, I think, is going to be a key to this football game. See who gets the ball coming out of the locker room. If you can score, kind of manipulate the scoreboard there in that middle 8, I think it could be a factor. But if Tennessee comes out and plays like Tennessee can, Kentucky doesn't have a chance. Now, what else do they have to do to have a shot at winning this game? Coming out with the W, going into Georgia undefeated. Possible number 1 versus number 2 matchup. I'm not looking ahead, but what if, right? They got to stop the run. And I know I said that wouldn't be an issue. I've said that all week long. I said it on Locked On VAWLS. I've said it on Talkin VAWLS. Everywhere I've been this week, I've said I don't think Kentucky's going to have success running the football. But a lot of the talking heads, a lot of the media are saying that they're going to want to run the football. And I don't necessarily disagree with that. But Tennessee, you're going against their strength if you're going to try to run the football. 6th in the country in rushing defense, giving up only 93 yards per game. You go look at Kentucky's stats, their numbers. They've not ran the football well. They've not ran the football well at all, averaging only 117 yards per game. Now, a big factor of that, which is a talking point this week, is that Chris Rodriguez was out the first 4 weeks of the season. So what does it look like since he returned? His first game back against Ole Miss, 19 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown, averaged 3.8 a carry. Follow that up against South Carolina, 22 carries, 126 yards, averaged 5.7 per carry, no touchdowns. Last week against Mississippi State, 31 carries for almost 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, averaged 6.5 yards a carry. You can see as he slowly worked his way back, the numbers go up and up and up. Is Tennessee going to be able to stop Chris Rodriguez on Saturday? I think that's a big key. And by Saturday, I mean today. It's early, boys and girls. It's early. I think they are. I think they're going to be able to stop Chris Rodriguez. But that is a key to the game, which kind of bleeds over to the next one. If Tennessee stops the run, if Tennessee gets out front quick, and I think that's how this game plays out. It's how I've seen it all week. I think Tennessee's going to jump out to a quick lead, maybe get a couple of stops, and then Kentucky's going to be playing catch-up. And that's where Josh Heupel wants to be. That's where Josh Heupel thrives. And if that's the case, if that's how this game plays out, then this game is going to fall on the shoulders of Will Levis. Can he carry that load? He's shown that he will choke under pressure. He will turn the football over under pressure. When the game's on the line, Will Levis struggles. And I think that's where the true key is. I think you got to stop the run first because Kentucky will try to run the football. And then you got to get after Will Levis. And this Kentucky offensive line has shown an inability to keep Will Levis upright. He's been sacked 20 times on the season. He's also had 5 interceptions, had a couple of crucial fumbles early in the year that cost him a game. Will Levis will make mistakes if Tennessee gets after him and puts pressure on him. And again, I think that's almost 1A, 1B. It's stop the run, and then you're going to get after Will Levis. And then also it's the obvious, right, that we talk about every week. Protect the football. Protect the football. That's it. And this football team, Hendon Hooker, has shown a year and a half worth of proof that he's going to protect the football tonight. So I trust Hendon Hooker to do that. One thing that does concern me is the running backs. You have to continue to protect the ball. Jalen Wright seems to have gotten a little bit better with it. But you cannot put the ball on the ground. You cannot give Kentucky free points. You cannot do it. Don't let them hang around with gifts. You know, I saw that with the South Carolina game. That game was hand-wrapped, gifted, and given to South Carolina last week. Their fan base absolutely irrational and out of control all over social media, talking about that big win over Texas A&M. That was gift-wrapped and handed to you. 100-yard kickoff to open the game, an interception that leads to points, a fumble that leads to points. That's not winning football. That's getting lucky. That's getting lucky. That sounds like where Tennessee used to be. Under Jeremy Pruitt, we would get lucky. We would get a break that would go our way. We would go win a game. Josh Heupel comes in. It's not that way. It's not because we get, a break. It's because we capitalize. We dominate. We control the game. That was something Gabe said on the morning show this week. We are in control of everything. We dictate how the game plays out. And that's what I love about this football team in 2022. I made the prediction earlier in the week. I think Tennessee rolls 42-28. I'm sticking to that. I think they jump out quick and they never look back. In Kentucky, Will Levis is going to get his, right? He's going to get his. If they're playing catch up and they're having to throw the ball around, we know Tennessee struggles with pass defense. Will Levis is going to get his. But I think he's going to make enough mistakes, and Tennessee's going to start fast enough that they come out with the W tonight inside Neyland Stadium. Neyland at night, dark mode activated, should be an electric atmosphere. Again, everybody talking about a trap game. I just don't see it with this coaching staff. They'll be ready to roll tonight. But you guys know the deal. Hit the comment section. What's your score prediction? It's early Saturday morning. Have you changed, or is it VAWLS by 50 at this point? Hit the comment section. Let me know. Also, make sure you smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/TalkinVols. Any and all support greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for the way you support this channel. Thank you to every single member of this channel. You're keeping the lights on around here. For as little as 99 cents a month, you become a member, or you can give a little bit more, up to $10 a month. And you get access to the fan call-in shows, custom Talkin' VAWLS emojis. Tonight, the post-game show is going to be complete chaos. Always so many people interacting, dropping comments. We try to highlight member comments throughout the post-game show. So that's another perk or benefit. But if not, that's cool. Show up, hang out, talk Tennessee football. Smash that thumbs up. We'll see you guys tonight. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.